Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing? Let's see. I'm gonna start letting people um, get the notifications. So the jury is deliberating. I mean, Paul Hagerman said that it would take days. Paul Hagerman said that it would only take a matter of days, and it's done. Hey, Monica. Hey, Yolanda McCarter, Naturally Nolans, Legacy 360, Maddie Stone, Your Choice Towing, Joy Loves God. I tell you, they are deliberate. Hey, Mr. Parker, Teresa, Clarinetta, Ty, Tyranny, Yam. This is not nine white women, one black woman, two black men. I really hope they get it right. They said nine white women, one black woman, two black men. Mm. I'm surprised. I wouldn't have let that happen, especially since they went up in those parts of Tennessee around where that attorney works at. I don't know if I wouldn't have allowed that. But I believe they're gonna do the right thing. What's up? Rest in peace, young dog. Angel, the real boss. Let's see. Yeah, Angel, real boss. Straight to the point. Yeah, bet he on his knees too. But you know what I thought about? If he was to somehow get a hung jury or something like that, he would he would he wouldn't do nothing but get on his have somebody put on his Instagram, you can't touch me, straight drop the drop God. I mean he would just be the same person. So I already noticed that like a lot of their people have started trolling already. So we're on verdict watch. Y'all look like they back in there. Oh my God. Y'all look like they're back.
We have a verdict.
If they got a verdict that quick, that means it's guilty. Oh my God, they got a verdict.
Going to be able to not show any emotion during the reading of this verdict. I've asked you to remove yourself now. There will be the court won't tolerate any outbursts of any sort from anyone.
Ready, Your
Yes.
There's not even two courtroom.
When it's that quick, y'all, it's guilty. Be quiet. Stop.
Like the gentleman of the jury have reached a verdict. For the person, if you would stand and read your verdict, please. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder as charged in count one of the indictment. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of first-degree murder as charged in count two of the indictment. And we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of convicted felon in possession of a firearm as charged in count three of the indictment. Thank you. Juror number one, is that your verdict? Juror number 34, is that your verdict? Yes. Juror number 35, is that your verdict? Yes. Juror number 11, is that your verdict? Yes. Juror number 14, is that your verdict? Yes. Juror number 17, is that your verdict? Yes. Juror number 27, is that your verdict? Yes, Your Honor. Juror number 33, is that your verdict? Yes. Juror number 25, is that your verdict? Yes. Juror number 44, is that your verdict? Yes. Juror number 23, is that your verdict? Yes, ma'am. Juror number 28, is that your verdict? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you again for your time and attention to this matter this week. My system of self-government would not work without your service and sacrifice that you made. Thanks again for your time and attention. You are excused.
Jurors excused.
Mr. Johnson, the jury has found you guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and convicted felon in possession of a firearm. As a 13th juror, I affirm this verdict. As to the first-degree murder, I sentence you to life in prison. I will set punishment as to the conspiracy and the convicted felon in possession of a firearm after a sentencing hearing. The date for that hearing will be November 1st. Yes, yes. November 1st. There's nothing else to take up.
We will prepare judge. She that's a full judge.
Thank you. And the pre-sentence report. The order for the pre-sentence report.
Sure. That would be listed.
Thank you. Here's my report.
All rise. This on course is adjourned to Monday morning, 9 a.m.
Mr. Hackerman, have you heard from Mr. Gordon?
Actually, yes, give me that. My sense is next week is not good. And then we said the jury trial the last week of
Yeah, I tell you, I'm emotional. Yeah, I am. I'm very emotional. I'm very emotional. It's been almost 3 years. Young Dolph lost his life, and then because of jealousy, and then to see another young man, only 26 years old, lose his life is extremely emotional to me. That's why I always say we have to be extremely careful about who we prop up in high places, because you had African American men who we as the community propped up in a high place. And look at what they did to the community. That's why I say we have to be responsible. It don't make me feel any better to see another young man lose his life and his mother go through hell, and yet and still the people that push them to do this, they're the ones that's out. They're really the culprits. Straight Drop is a troubled person, wanting acceptance, wanting fame. We prop people up in high places that tell them this is what you do in order to get that fame. And then they consistently destroy the community. So look at how many people lost their lives because they was trying to cover up what they did. And the sad thing about it is you got other young men that are just as misguided, that's ready to do anything for your Gotti in hopes of getting some money and some fame. And their destiny is going to be the exact same as Straight Drops. And that's what's so sad about it. That's what's so sad about it. I'm happy for Young Dolph's family because he deserved to live. All he did was walk into a cookie shop and they killed that man. So it's emotional to me. It's been 3 years. I'm happy. I'm really happy that it went as fast as it did because his family waited 3 years, for this verdict. The unfortunate thing is Young Dolph's kids can't get him back. Look at the damn fools that they put on the internet and paid them. If y'all don't think that some of these vloggers, I can name a couple of them that I know was paid and put on here. And they was old, they old as Methuselah. And they was just as vicious as Straight Drop for some money. Our community is in a bad state. And I'll be glad when them bitches go to jail. They need to get life. From the same city, taking your own people out is a disgrace. It is a disgrace. I know people say it don't seem like he had any emotion. What else could he do? That dude is in shock. 26 years old with a lifetime behind the wall. With a lifetime behind the wall. And where the people at? She gave him life. She gave him life. She gave him life. He'll never get out because he only got life on one sentence. He go back November 1st to get his sentence for the other two crimes. So he'll never get out, ever. But young Dolph can never get up from the grave. He could never get up. He could never get up. So it's only fair. But what I'm saying is like a whole city is divided. And they still got they made these young dudes that's out there that's living in poverty. Yo Gotti and them came from up out of North Memphis. They understand. It ain't like they didn't live in it. They know how it is living in poverty. Right? And then they get the opportunity to get a piece of the pie. You have dudes that's got talent. If you know these young dudes got a talent, you see them hungry. Ain't nobody got to tell them that these dudes ain't got nothing. They came from those areas. They already know. If you know somebody is hurting and they got a talent and you looking for talent, you get it. You get that dude the opportunity. You give him a chance if he got the work ethic and the talent. You don't ruin their lives. You get in a position and you ruin lives. These folks have almost destroyed a city. Look at how many lives that has been lost. Young Dolph lost his life. Teasy lost his life. Big Jook lost his life. It's been others to lose their life. Okay, directly or indirectly. Straight Drop just lost his life. Cornelius lost his life. Orange Mound Quick gonna lose his life. He was older. He knew better. But look at what has happened. All because of the jealousy of a man. And that's why I always say jealousy is as cruel as the grave. It gives birth to everything evil. Everything evil. Everything. Some of these vloggers get ready to go to jail because they took crumbs. They was just giving them crumbs. And look at how vicious they were. Okay. So it's really sad. And here's the thing, it ain't over. This is just the beginning. Why you think they didn't bring Orange Mound Quick? Why you think some of the others were not Shondell was not caught? Why do you think some of the others, some other people are getting ready to lose their life behind the wall? Yes, the verdict was guilty and he was sentenced to life. I tell you. Hold on, you all. So, I mean, how long will it be? How long will it be? How long will it be before they're able to? It's somebody waiting right now. They still, even though they already know that there's a federal investigation, Straight Drop's attorney made sure he put it out there that there was a federal investigation going on because he being paid by CMG. You got some of these young dudes who's thinking in their head, I could take some of that money. Hey, they'll give me some money, go shut this person up, go knock that person out, knowing full well they being watched. And their destiny is gonna be just like Straight Drops, either behind the wall or in the wall. All for some money. It's like they never learn. I was looking at the little beefs that they had been, the little dudes was trying to kick up. I'm like, dog, they see Straight Drop. They threw Straight Drop away. They saw how they did. Cornelius told them how they did him. And it's still somebody that's ready to rise up saying, I'm loyal to this person. They ain't gonna do me no differently, although they had not been messing with them. All for some money. I tell you, I was trying to find, I know they got the cameras on the outside of the courtroom. And let me tell y'all something. I had my pass. I had gotten my media pass. You can ask one of the vloggers that we talk to all the time. I had my media pass. I woke up at 6 o'clock Monday morning. They had been crazy people had been calling in with threats, and my mother called me at about 7 o'clock Monday morning. I had my suit out. Remember, I told y'all I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get on because I didn't want to say that I was gonna be down there. Um, and I called a young lady, my connect, and I said, if I said I'm not gonna come today. I'm gonna come tomorrow. But when I got on here and we started watching it together, I just didn't go at all. But I was woke up at 7 o'clock Monday morning, and my mama called me and said, "I wish you wouldn't go. They've been getting. You said that they been calling, talking about they're gonna blow up the place. They're gonna shoot up 201. Notice that the news anchor says that they had extra plainclothes security, as I said, and you had to go through um two metal detectors. So I didn't go. They just did an interview. What channel is it on, Reginald? That's what I've been looking for. Okay, here it is. Hold on.
So you got the facts, you got the evidence, we were testimony of the car had been wiped out and clean, and we know it was moved and everything else, and we were able to explain to the jury why those three individuals' fingerprints were in that car.
That's true, rude boy.
The jury heard all the proof and they understood it, and I think we painted a real clear picture both before, during, and after the murder. The investigation did a fabulous job of highlighting sort of all three of those times and answering a lot of questions that a lot of murder cases you never get answered. A really strong case.
And I'd like to add also, I should also be complimenting the law enforcement investigative team. They did an excellent job in this case, and I don't want to leave them out. You don't always get fingerprint evidence. You don't always get DNA evidence in every case, and it is certainly possible to prove a case beyond a reasonable doubt with any of that, and the proof in the pudding is what happened today.
Now, we haven't heard from the family, understand so far, but you have worked closely with what have their emotions been like throughout the trial, especially.
The volume on News Channel 24 is kind of low, you guys.
During this trial, they have been patient and they've been together.
I don't know why News 24 is always. Let me look for the other one.
Courtroom. I know this thing's been hard for them, but they've been a unit and they've been solid with each other and solid with us during this trial. It's a hard trial, and they've been great during it.
You made a point in there to highlight how corroborating evidence was one of the most.
Hold on, y'all. We'll go back to that. We got another one.
The community that has supported us during this time. Thank you to Judge Mitchell, Shelby County District Attorney's Office, including Paul Hengerman and his team, the MPD, U.S. Marshals, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, and other investigators and staff that assisted us with this investigation and case, ensuring that those responsible for this crime and involved with this crime have and will be brought to justice for their actions. We realize this act of violence has impacted so many outside of our family and friends. Your outpouring of love and support throughout this process does not go unnoticed. We ask that instead of focusing on those who committed this crime, you focus on the man that Adolph Robert Thornton was. Regardless of the name that you may know him as, such as Adolph, Dolph, or Young Dolph, we ask you to remember the man who enjoyed being a father and spending time with his family. We ask that you remember the man who enjoyed giving opportunities to those who are often overlooked and counted out. We ask that you remember the man who enjoyed giving
back to others and being an inspiration to those who come from less than ideal backgrounds, and knowing that they are seen and can change their outcomes and the lives of others by doing something positive. We will continue to heal and keep Adolf's legacy alive. We ask that the public and the media continue to keep our family in their prayers, as well as continue to respect our privacy during this time and the next steps of the judicial process as justice is served for all, all those involved for our loved ones. Thank you.
The correct spelling of her name, C-A-R. C-A-R. Thank you. The younger sister? Just sister. Youngest, younger, older, just sister.
They got more people about to do an interview. Thank you, Ramona. Oh, wow. Okay, let's finish listening to what the prosecutors had to say.
Violent cases like this, sometimes the witnesses are not the best characters. I think, like I told the jury, there's many witnesses over the cases. I've tried through the years. I wouldn't trust my car keys or whatever else. But when you can point to other evidence that corroborates their testimony and their account proves to you that what they're saying, despite who they are, is true, then that's incredibly important in trial.
This has been a long time coming for obviously the family of young Dolphin fans as well. What would you say to them now that there's a guilty verdict?
Well, I mean, what I would say is that justice has been done, at least so far, and our efforts will continue to make sure that everybody who's responsible for young Dolph's death is held accountable. And you've seen us do that so far with two defendants, one by guilty plea and one by guilty verdict, and our work will continue. Take maybe one more question.
Okay, you heard what he said. So Cornelius did a guilty plea. Cornelius did a guilty plea. He says, and they will continue until they get everybody.
Mr. Smith's case will be reset until November. Like I told the jury, like I told the court, there'll be a point where he goes to prison. But we'll have to wait.
So thank you all very much. And the family has said that they're available to talk to you, and so I certainly encourage you to do that. Thank you all very much.
Cornelius goes to court to be sentenced in November.
No, I did. It was always personal.
I didn't hear him say that he had to do 10 years because that would be a travesty of justice. He was the one that actually killed him.
On November 17, 2021, our lives changed forever. A son, a father, a brother, a friend, a businessman, a music artist, a philanthropist, and life partner are all among just some of the titles that my brother Adolph Robert Thornton Jr. held. Titles that have now left a missing piece in the lives of so many. I want to say thank you to the jury for their service and decision in this case to bring us one step closer to justice for our family, friends, supporters, and the community that has supported us during this time. Thank you to Judge Mitchell, Shelby County District Attorney's Office, including Paul Hengerman and his team, the MPD, U.S. Marshals, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, and other investigators and staff that assisted us with this investigation and case, ensuring that those responsible for this crime and involved with this crime have and will be brought to justice for their actions. We realize this act of violence has impacted so many outside of our family and friends. Your outpouring of love and support throughout this process does not go unnoticed. We ask that instead of focusing on those who committed this crime, you focus on the man that Adolph Robert Thornton was. Regardless of the name that you may know him as, such as Adolph, Dolph, or Young Dolph, we ask you to remember the man who enjoyed being a father and spending time with his family. We ask that you remember the man who enjoyed giving opportunities to those who are often overlooked and counted out. We ask that you remember the man who enjoyed giving back to others and being an inspiration to those who come from less than ideal backgrounds and knowing that they are seen and can change their outcomes and the lives of others by doing something positive. We will continue to heal and keep Adolph's legacy alive. We ask that the public and the media continue to keep our family in their prayers, as well as continue to respect our privacy during this time and the next steps of the judicial process as justice is served for all those involved for our loved ones. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that was Carlisa. Mia J released a statement on Instagram. She says, today's verdict brings relief and restores my confidence in the justice system. On behalf of my children, family, and myself, I would like to thank the law enforcement, the prosecution, and everyone involved for their diligent work in presenting the facts that led to the conviction. We are also grateful to the public for standing with us and advocating for accountability throughout this process. The past 3 years, marked by the loss of Adolph and the events leading to the trial, have been incredibly frustrating. My faith has been tested, but Adolph's tragic execution was only strengthened, has only strengthened my resolve to fight for justice, not only for him, but for Black men. This is just the beginning of our journey towards receiving full justice for Adolph, and we will patiently support the unfolding of that process. Amen. Amen. So, anyways, you guys, listen. Hey, I don't know what to, I guess I'm so emotional. Like I said, it's been I've only seen Young Dolph one time in person. And I saw him one time in person at this hot wing place called Debo's on Elvis Presley, right? And so I walked in to pick up an order, and Young Dolph was sitting. I didn't know who he was because during this time I really had just gotten into my gospel music and stuff. And then he walked up to me and he was like, "Hey, little mama, can I ask you a question? Can I pay for your food if you listen to this CD, right?" And so everybody that came in, he was sitting in Debo's. Everybody that came in, he did the exact same thing. That was a way of marketing. The young man basically got it out of the mud, right? He worked hard for what he got. And to think that he was taken down, because to think that he was gunned down um because of his greatness, because it goes beyond a girl, it goes beyond anything other than jealousy, right? And I don't want for I know, and I don't think that everybody does feel like it has anything to do with one person um taking or deciding they wanted Young Dolph gone. It doesn't have anything to do with one person. But I guess the other messed up thing is a lot of people's lives are messed up at this point. Young Dolph's life is gone. Other people have lost their life. And the defendants, like I said, Cornelius says he's what, 34 years old. And so he's probably gonna get, even though he cooperated and finally did the right thing, he's more than likely gonna get about 30 years because remember, Judge Coffey says life in Tennessee is what, 60 years? So Straight Drop is 26 years old. Mm, he won't make it out of jail. He's gonna die in jail, right? So it goes back, and I know a lot of people don't like to hear this, but it's my show. I can say what I want to say. Okay, it goes back to when these African American men, get contracts, when they start making it in the industry. Why not, if you come from out of these neighborhoods? Straight Drop is a nice looking young man, vibrant. Okay, they could have marketed to him. I keep saying this. They could have marketed to him to the young girls, right? So if you see that he has a talent and he could be marketed, why not do that? Right? But instead what they did was they dangled stuff in his face. We saw him on stage with Bread Gang's artists. And I know a lot of people say, well, he messed with them. No, what they was doing was they was finessing him. This could be your life if you go and take out Young Dolph. So we have to put a lot of these artists on. And so what they do in return is they don't know how to handle their wealth and their success because it is the communities that make you rich. And before they're ever even known by anybody else across the world, it is their cities that help to put them on, because it is their cities that are going in these hole in a wall clubs paying to see their shows, right? And so it's really devastating to me that these artists don't show their community more respect than what they do, right? You see an artist crashing out, all you got to say is, "Look, little bruh, hey, I'll sign you." But you can't bring all that garbage you got going on. If you want to make some money with us, you're gonna have to eliminate that. It's got to be demolished. Because we can't have that. You can't bring that over here. But you got the talent, you got the work ethic. We can make some money. Instead, they dangled success and money in his face because they already saw him crashing out, and they said he's a crash dummy anyways. We want Young Dolph gone, and we'll use him to do it. And they help to ruin another life. And so, regardless of what anybody say, all of those people that were involved in this, even those that instigated it, They're gonna reap what they sow. If they don't get it back one way, they're gonna get it back another way. There was absolutely nothing right about what they did. And look, they have divided a whole city, a whole dark cloud. Because what happened? PRE at the time and CMG label, they were the rising labels in the city of Memphis. So what they did was they forced these young dudes to have to choose a side, right? And so what happened? Nothing but bloodshed. It's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate thing. And I think we, as the people, as the community, as the consumers, we got to be more careful about who we prop up in high places. These celebrities or whatever they are, they're not God. And so we should have said something and demolished it a long time ago when they was constantly trying to take his life. I always say this. What we was doing was we was saying, oh, Yo Gotti and Young Dolph is into it. People wanted to hear the music. I wonder what Yo Gotti subliminal gonna be. I wonder what Young Dolph subliminal gonna be. It would have been okay if it had just been staying on wax like Young Dolph was doing it. But at some point, people started getting emotional and decided that they were gonna play God and said, okay, well, this is what's gonna happen is we're gonna kill him. Okay, we're gonna kill him. So as he started to rise up, there was attempts on his life. And we as the consumers should have said, wait a minute, now it's going too far. Okay, instead of always indulging in the junk, it's going too far. And whoever it is, each and every time there was a hit on his life, it came from CMG. Okay, so Yo Gotti, they say it wasn't you. That's if that's what they want to say, but you're over the label. So I tell you what, if you can't get no control of your artist, that's if you say you ain't in it. I can't imagine it. Okay, then ain't nobody on that label gonna make no money because I'm not letting my kids download nothing. I'm not gonna listen to your music. Your label gonna be defunct if anything happens to Young Dolph. Vice versa, if it had been Young Dolph consistently trying to take out Yo Gotti, okay, the same thing. It would have been the same way, right? Because you got to be evil to consistently try to take out somebody just because you mad about what they say. So we should have put our foot down because people don't care about what you say. But when you start pulling your resources back, that's what makes them listen. Okay, if something happened to him, it's going too far now because he ain't had no business getting shot. They went too far when they shot his van up, okay? So I tell you what, we can't buy your artist music. We're not gonna be able to buy their music. So if you can't get your artist under control and you say you the CEO, you need to look at another job. Okay. If you just the face of the label, just say that then. You don't make no decisions. But if you can't get them up under control, then we're not going to be able to patronize nothing you do. That's how you make people act right. But instead, we kind of indulged, or people that knew what was going on, the consumers indulged in the bullshit, right? And instead of shooting fire up under these niggas' asses by pulling your resources back, okay, you keep it on wax. We like that. Because it never should have went. It should have just been about money, anyways. If, as I always say, if you can't stand to be talked about and you in the industry, what you need to do is put on your tutu and your ballerina shoes, okay? And go to a ballerina class and bend over, okay? Stand on your tiptoes and bend over. It went too far. It went too far, and it's unfortunate because I know, hey, listen, what just happened to Straight Drop? I mean, it's only right. Young Dolph cannot get up out the grave, but I'm a sensitive person. It don't make me feel good. People are saying he's emotionless. What else could he do? He's a 26-year-old man. His life is over. His life is over, but it's only right because Young Dolph's life is over. At least he get to FaceTime his daughter. Straight Drop could have been right on stage like he was with Homie G and Big 30 and all of them. He had the look. They could have perfected his craft. I'm sure he would have had the work ethic. If he went out there and killed somebody for $40,000, which ain't enough to do nothing to nobody, a life is priceless. Then I'm sure if they had told him, young bruh, we'll sign you, but you can't be a damn crash dummy. If he go take somebody out for $40,000 for a contract, he would have piped down for a contract. But them OGs didn't do that right. You had Orange Mound Quick, who is in his 40s, ought to be ashamed of himself. Straight dropping them are young enough. Straight drop is young enough to be his damn sons or his son. And he go and he get these little dudes, because I told y'all I never believed he was the mastermind or he paid for it. I always believed that they came to Orange Mound Quet and asked him to get somebody to go and take Young Dolph and his artists out, because it was the legacy that they was after. They wanted that label to be defunct, like I said. And so he goes and he get these young dudes, and God gonna make Orange Mound Quet pay for that. You got to reap what you sow. You older, you an OG. And you go and help these dudes to crash out. Okay? You help them to crash out, and there wasn't nothing right about it. And so all of these OGs that's trying to trying to prep some of these other little dudes that they feel like hungry and ain't got nothing, dangling money in their face. Because trust me now, they gonna do it. They still doing it. They're not gonna tell these little dudes that it's a murder investigation going on. They not. Well, the attorney just told them. They had Straight Drop thinking to the very end, if I go to jail, I'm gonna get back out. This is the type of stuff that they did, knowing full well that he was not gonna they was not really gonna mess with him anymore after he got hot. If he had not gone to jail, if they was just speculating on he had did this to Young Dolph and he had not gone to jail, they still weren't gonna sign him because they're gonna know the police was watching him. So it's really sad, that all of this stuff has happened. I grew up in South Memphis, and I think it's a darn shame that, I'm sorry, y'all, because I'm emotional. I think it's a darn shame. I know the area that Black Youngster came from, right? And I know they said, why she calling names? If I'm gonna talk about it, I gotta call their names because I know they watch this shit, and I want their asses to be convicted. I want them to have some type of conviction in their soul, right? I know the area Black Youngster came from. And Black Youngster, even though I grew up in South Memphis, it was the trenches, the area that I grew up in. Okay, it was the trenches, but he grew up at the trenches in the trenches of South Memphis. So you make it up out of South Memphis, and it's so sad because he's an example of so many other young men. That's why I always say the gifts come without repentance. God says the gifts comes without repentance. He come from the trenches. I know what he went through. I know it because I know his family. So I know where he came from and what he went through. And you come up out the trenches, and instead of thanking the real God, I grew up around Black Youngsters, great aunties and stuff. His mama. Okay, me and his cousin are best friends. I grew up around his mama when she was a little girl. So God bless you, right? Instead of thanking the real God, he put Gotti and his label in a place where he should only have the real Almighty God. And God said, I should have no other gods, because it was not Gotti that gave him the gifts. God ain't had the power to give it to him. It was God that did it, right? And so you got to pay for it when you propping up other people in high places that you should only have God, you know. And so they went and they did the ultimate. They went and played God for another man. Well, they played with his name, and they all participated in that. They all are participated in it, and it's just wrong. And it's some little bummy dude that's hoping to get some type of favor that's saying, anybody play with their name, I'm gonna take them out. And what they do is they don't think about, they put their family life, because these folks ain't playing with them. They put their family's life in danger. They put their life in danger, their mothers. When these dudes go to jail early, or go to jail like straight drop, serve life, when they have older people in their family, like their grandmothers and their mothers, they start having all types of ailments in their body. A lot of times they just go ahead and die early. They don't give a damn about their own mama, the only person that's going to be sitting in that courtroom having loyalty to them. All because they want a record deal or some money or a bunch of dudes that's going to forget about you in 2 years. People are going to move on with their life. Young Dolph's family is happy that he finally got justice, but their heart will always be broken. But the people who egg straight dropping them on will not be saying his name in 2 years or less. It's a darn shame before God. And the people that wanted Young Dolph dead, they ain't messing with him. But they're going to reap what they sow. They're going to know what they did, because God ain't going to let them get away with it. And so regardless if I say anything else, if another vlogger says anything else, they still, if I never say another word about it, they still got to reap what they sow, right? Those are the laws of the earth. You have to reap what you sow. So he was found guilty, okay? He was found guilty, and hey, listen, I just got really emotional because I saw a young man who could have had a bright future, and a bunch of old niggas helped to misguide him. And God says, when you misguide my sheep, you're going to pay for that. They're going to pay for it. They're going to pay for it. They got to pay for what they did. I remember a time where OGs didn't let the young dudes go and crash out. They didn't do it because they didn't want them bringing that negativity or no other kind of stuff back to their areas and their neighborhoods, their hoods and stuff. But they helped them to crash out, right? And so they're going to pay for that. Okay, they're going to pay for that. And so what they wanted was how they got a lot of these little dudes to keep crashing out. They kept putting into the atmosphere. They had their vloggers to keep putting into the atmosphere. Drop gonna get off because CMG got Memphis Police Department in his pocket. I said, let me tell you, motherfucker, something. When they were sitting up, Lord forgive me for cussing. When they were sitting up hollering about MPD is corrupt and they got this judge in their pocket, I said, y'all, it ain't possible to have everybody in your pocket. I said, it ain't possible. But that is the type of stuff that they had, vloggers that they pay under the table, their people pay under the table. That's what they promoted and put into the atmosphere. It gave the other little dudes that they were using and had out there crashing out hope. Well, if I do it for them, Drop gonna get off, and he got the politician, he got all the police in his pocket, so we could do what we want to do and get off of it. Y'all, what was Straight Drop's verdict? What was his verdict? Where is he at? He's got to serve life in jail. He's got to serve life in jail. So this is the type of stuff that people do when they want to manipulate. And I just think it's a shame. But I think we as the consumers, we need to rethink who we decide to prop up on a pedestal. It's a damn shame when you sitting up talking about a celebrity is a role model. Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't support celebrities unless they are responsible with what they put into the atmosphere. But ain't no damn celebrity gonna ever be a role model of my child. I don't care if they promoting positivity. They can't be my child's role model. You know why? Because I'm my child's role model. So when they look at these damn devilish ass celebrities, they already know. When they see them doing some stuff, hey, listen, I don't get down like that because I've been taught differently. And I know kids go wayward and they do their own thing and stuff, but you're supposed to be your child's role model. If Straight Drop, I don't know who his father is, but as I always say, fathers are needed in the household, or if they ain't in the household, they're needed as a consistent presence in their child's life. Girls and boys, especially a man, because a woman can't teach a child how to be a man, because no OG, God damn it, and I'm getting mad, no motherfucking OG is ever, especially if he got a strong father in his life, no OG with his no good ass is ever supposed to feel comfortable enough to ask another man's son to be his damn hitman without receiving a respectful visit from that man. The first visit respectful. He ain't even supposed to feel comfortable enough because he already know he got a daddy at home. Okay? That's gonna come and have a talk with him because that's his son. So that's why I say, hey, I still believe in men are supposed to be leaders and the head of their households, the good ones, not these damn ones that ain't worth a damn, because their sons need them. See, I came from a different era where I got cousins in the streets of Memphis that are hardcore street dudes. I watched them growing up. It's a lot of stuff they didn't entertain. They was not gonna send nobody out to be their damn hitman, okay? Especially not a child, because it was all about just getting money to them. They ain't have no emotional stuff in it. It was all about getting money. They didn't want no trouble. That's what it was. But now when people start getting money, I'm God. What Moneybagg Yo was saying? I got money to play. He should have been canceled when he said that. See, we're in the era of canceling. What you mean? So the money that the community helped your ass to make, you talking about now you got money to play? Bitch, you came from up out of South Memphis too. You ain't have nothing. So now that the same communities that help to put you on, when you get mad, you sending hits back, destruction back to the community. So when they start putting that stuff into the atmosphere, I don't care. Moneybagg Yo as talented as they come, they got to be canceled. Hell, when my kids listen to them, your kids ain't got no damn jobs. You need to control who your kids listen to, because a lot of this stuff can be handled. We got more power than what we think. But a lot of us like to indulge in the mess and the bullshit and all that stuff in the glitz and glamour world of the entertainment industry. It's fake anyways. What's real is what goes on in your house. Well, my child is he my child role model. No, you need to be raising your child to be the next role model, right? Right? Because leaders, we're raising these leaders every day. They come up out our households. So, like I said, I'm happy for Young Dolph's family, but I know Straight Drop's mother and them are hurt and all of that, and their young man ain't taking it well. That's a 26-year-old, really, child. He was 23 years old when it happened, y'all. Straight Drop was born the same year as my child. So I already know what their mentality is, right? Even though he out in the street and stuff, I know what their mentality is. These OGs are able to think circles around them 3-4 times. And so they was very irresponsible. If you got somebody's ear, why don't you do them right? It ain't no need. These folks making all types of money. Why are they still committing crime? A lot of these dudes can't even read and write. So instead of putting books in their hands and giving them incentives to do right, they putting guns in. Take care of my light work. Jizzle has said something I don't like. They trying to get them to sit up and go and beef. They still getting them to do it. Okay, if we looking at it, we know the police looking at it. So what they're doing is they're being irresponsible. They have responsibilities to the communities that help to put them on. These dudes can't spell their names. They can't read. Nothing. You don't see them putting no books in their hands. You don't see them having nobody to hold workshops. You don't see them saying, look, we're gonna put some what do you call it? it used to be like a Votech, like some training facilities here. Listen, hey, you know how to work on cars or whatever. Evidently they do. They like stealing them, but they can help to turn that around. You want us to take some off of a car? How about you just go ahead and we put some training classes in the communities? I mean, they can get a damn tax write-off to help them to start building businesses, auto mechanic shop. If you go and you finish, you get your GED, you already a cooler rapper, you got swag, you got this, you got that. You go ahead and here's an incentive. I assign you because you got the talent. If you finish school, we'll give you $10,000 for a business if we see that you put your business plan together. They ain't doing that. These bitches paying 10, 5, and $10,000 for guns to put in their hands so that they can kill out each other. So that's why I say we, the people, got to be more responsible about who we prop up. That's why I say I don't hold people in high places. Ain't nobody my God. Ain't nothing my God. That's why I can talk like I talk. I ain't got but one, and he protects me. Okay. I'm a woman. I ain't even supposed to be the one sitting on here saying this. It's supposed to be the men. That's what makes me mad. Okay, because I understand it's supposed to be the men guiding our community, but a lot of us women have been put in positions where we got to do it because we have a lot more. You know, I'm gonna mind my own business. Well, my son grown. I ain't gonna say nothing to him, nigga. That's your damn son. Well, he grown. I just, I stay out there because he grown. He out there crashing out, motherfucker. That's your son, and he gonna always be your son. So I don't care what age he is. You're supposed to pull your damn son to the side and try and kick some wisdom to him. Ain't no damn OG got no business having more influence over your son than you. Ever. They ain't got no business having more influence than you. So when your son come to you, regardless to what his age is, if he was 23 like Straight Drop, hey dad, listen, I got a rap deal. I got a chance for a rap deal, but they want me to go take out Young Dolph. As a father, I don't care if you out there working up on the cars with oil dripping all off your damn face and hands because you a shade tree mechanic. You supposed to roll your ass away from up under that car and say, wait a minute, and wipe your oil ass hands and say, wait a minute, where they hang out at? With your overalls and all, and go say, boom, boom, boom at Privé. I need to have a conversation with you. I ain't got no issues with you, but my son just told me that y'all giving him an opportunity for to be the next big thing on this label, but y'all want him to kill somebody. I know I ain't got all what y'all got, but that's my motherfucking son. We got to have a conversation because that's mine. Y'all don't send mine out like that. Where the men that's doing that? Instead, you got a lot of men that's on their knees around these damn celebrities, and they women ain't saying nothing. As a woman, you supposed to have more influence on your damn man than anybody. Wait a minute, baby. Why he got you out here, crashing out for him? No, baby, we got kids. Listen, if that's what it takes to be around him, you bringing trouble back to your household because this is what's real. That ain't. If they ain't putting you in front of their damn business consultants, then listen, hey, we need to go another route. We gonna go another route. We gonna build some shit from the ground because you ain't get ready to be on your knees over there. Because if you get taken away from me and your kids, that means you chose them over us while they still out traveling all on the water, eating Angela cakes and all that shit. Nigga, you can't eat my cakes in jail while he out eating Angela cakes, and you think you're gonna be his hitman? We can't be together. That means you choosing them over me and your kids, and we can't have it. But instead, as long as a lot of these women can wear red bottoms and they stomach in full, and they can go on Instagram and brag about the damn restaurants because they ain't used to shit that they sitting in, they don't say a damn word. Ain't now nigga supposed to have more influence over your man than you. And you're supposed to tell him right instead of encouraging him wrong. Okay? So we as people, we got to change our mindset. The fathers are going to have to start stepping up more, the men. Okay? Because the men are the leaders. Why in the hell you ever put another man before you put your damn children? I'm his hitman. You say his name, that's it. Nigga, you gonna go to jail or they gonna kill you. Young dog folks got money. Them folks got money to send his back if they want to. So that's what you're gonna do to our family for another man that ain't even got you no security. So you're gonna have to rethink that. Women ain't using their power right. Cause I ain't gonna have a man that don't listen to me. Especially when I'm trying to tell him right. I ain't gonna have one that's a follower anyways. I'm gonna have one that always stand post. He the man and he ain't following now another damn man. Okay? Because a lot of these men in their late 30s and 40s send them play with his name. Play with his name. I'm gonna take you out. That's a bitch that ain't even got no business having no woman. You too stupid. You supposed to be saying, don't play with my family because I'm the head of this family. Keep that garbage away from my family. I protects my family. Instead, you got a lot of men degrading good women. They degrade the women. I wish I would. This woman had 5, 6 kids for you. I wish I would protect her. But you sitting up talking about you would die for a label. It's crazy. So that's why I said we got to change our mindsets and stuff. But I ain't mean to get to preaching. Thank you for the cash app, Miss Jacqueline. I appreciate that so much. I ain't mean to get to preaching, but somebody got to say it. I'm not supposed to be the woman. As a woman, I ain't supposed to be in this position where I'm saying this stuff, right? The men's supposed to be saying it. And there are a lot of good men that do. But more men got to start using their platforms like this more responsibly because the men are supposed to be leading the women and the children. They supposed to be leading the women and the children, not the women. The man is supposed to be the head. I ain't got no issues with being the neck because the head don't move without the neck. That's why I say women got to start using their power in the right way to influence their family and their man because the women are the models of the household. Instead, everybody has made money their God and they're putting people in high positions and respecting people that ain't got no type of character. They ain't got no character. They just got money. So they don't respect good people no more. Good people with integrity. They broke. They ain't got no money. You respecting somebody that ain't worth a damn. As long as they got some money. And that's the reason why everything is asshole backwards now. Okay? It's a darn shame. Anyways, I'm going to open up the lines, you guys, and let y'all call in. I would like to know what y'all think. Okay? That's the number that's up there. And keep in mind that other people want to call in. Okay? But I would like to know what you all think. The number is 901 667 0119. Come here, Roscoe. What you doing? I forgot I wasn't paying him no attention. I don't want that. I have to watch him. Hey, this is Tamara. I don't know why I said, what in the world? Hey, this is Tamara. Can you hear me? Hello? I can hear you now.
Yeah, I just really got hip to your YouTube like a few days ago.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
I'm going to subscribe. I want to keep your favorite subscribers.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much.
Yes, ma'am. I'll get off of here.
Thank you, love. Hey, this is Tamara. Thanks for calling. How can I help you?
Yeah. So I'm watching you. Let me press pause
Okay.
because I know the feedback. I know how it goes. All right, Tamara. So I'm watching you live.
Uh-huh.
Can you hear me loud here?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, ma'am. So I'm C. David. Tamara, I feel like everything going on with this case of Memphis is a reflection of the YSL case.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the reason why I say that is because as the state was questioning all the witnesses, including Cornelius, which is most important, that white man DA made sure that he was like, he had the tones of voice like, don't get it fucked up. You not YSL with it, nigga. You gonna tell us the truth today.
That's right. That's right.
You heard me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that he kept right. So even though technically ain't nobody supposed to watch nobody's testimony, whether it's cross testimony as far as your own case or another motherfucker case, bottom line is, everybody, whether it is Lil D in the YSL trial or whether it's anybody the fuck else, everybody that learned from Lil Woody and think they finna get a 20 versus 1 deal after they testify. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody finna get shit.
No, because she already sentenced straight drop to life. Yeah, she already sentenced straight drop to life. She told him for the first degree, for being convicted of first degree murder, I sentence you to life, and for the other two charges, he'll be back on November the 1st to be sentenced for those.
That part. But wait a minute. What did Cornelius get? Because remember, he snitched.
He's going back to court. He goes back to court in November to be sentenced. He'll be back in court in November to be sentenced. He pleaded guilty. Yeah, they said Cornelius goes back in November.
Oh, he a damn dummy. At least in the YSL trial, at least Woody knew to get immunity.
Well, I don't think he could. I don't think he could get immunity for what he did. I think what he had to do was he had to tell it.
Right. And they was dead ass wrong, because the boy was doing some turkey drive shit. I don't give a damn what your past is. You mean to tell me even though y'all young, you fixed your mind to be like, yeah, let's kill this nigga while he doing turkey drive. Really? Like
Yeah, listen, they said that each artist had a tag on their head.
Oh, hold up. I heard you say on their head. I want to make sure I heard you. Say it again.
He said each artist had a tag on their head, had a price tag on their head. So Young Dolph was the most.
Listen, hold on. Tamara, am I saying your name correctly?
You are.
Tamara.
It's Tamara.
Tamara, girl, listen. I could tell by the way you phrase that shit, you ain't never been locked up on no felony charges.
Mm-hmm. No, I haven't.
Well, guess what? You dealing with somebody that's on the level of having to be in multiple prison sentences. So I'm telling you, and of course, when you answer the phone, you didn't know you were dealing with me. But I'm telling you, I'm telling you, girl, I'm telling you, they when
Oh, I don't know what happened. The phone hung up. Let me make sure my phone. Let me put the phone on the charger. Okay, you still got plenty. The phone hung up. You guys, the number is 901-667-0119. 901-667-0119. Call in. I would like to know. Hold on one second. Hey, this is Tamara. Turn your. You got an echo. You have an echo. So whatever you're listening to in the background, turn it down.
yeah, I'm going to go. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I would just like to say a couple of things.
Okay.
First, just put off in his family, but I feel like you the bitter things like this is never a celebration. Like, not I'm like this. My heart goes out to the young man. This has been the motto to my daughters. Still, our young boys are limited in our family. And I'm older now. I'm 68 years old. But I always tell my daughters, watch out for your son.
Mm-hmm.
These old men, these older men, they'll go take your son and have a play and do the wrong things. And every time like they're laughing like they ain't did nothing.
That's true.
When I got the news, I woke up from a nap. And I turned it on your channel on my TV. And tears was just rolling. My daughter came in there. I say, it's just good now. I'm glad he got his justice. But it hurts to see the young man throw his life away like that.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Because it made no sense.
No, it made no sense.
It made no sense. They took out a great man and they took out somebody that could be great.
Right.
It just hurt.
I agree.
I'm not going to hold your line up.
Well, thank you for calling in. I appreciate that.
Okay, thank you, Tamara.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Y'all, the number is 901-667-0119. And I was having issues because a lot of people was calling in at one time and the phone was hanging up. So those that called in that says that I missed them, call back. Call back. Your call back. The number is 901-667-0119. Justin Johnson was convicted and sentenced to life in prison for first-degree unaliving of Adolph Thornton. Okay? Hold on one second. Hey, this is Tamara. Hold on, someone just called from a 313 number. I'm trying to call them back.
Hey, Taylor.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good. Dominic.
Hey, Dominic, how are you?
Doing good. Just came with my band off.
Yeah, long live young dog. So, how do you feel about the verdict?
And at that time, the black man, white man, so
Absolutely, absolutely.
he did a good job to the boy. I don't understand my generation, like, you know, you call my generation.
Yeah, it's still some other people, and the DA made that clear that there are other people that are going to be got. The DA did make that clear.
And the kind of chapter, I know that's about. I mean, hey, you know, you like something, yeah, too. It needs to be cleaned up.
Yeah,
People gonna be unalive. Man,
yeah.
how you feel about it?
I'm happy that Young Dolph got justice, but at the same time, seeing another man lose his life is it I don't know. I mean, it had to happen because it's only right, right? But it had to happen. But I mean, it's just a lose-lose situation because young Dolph can't get from the grave, and here's another young man that has lost his life that can't, that could have had a bright future.
Absolutely. Yeah, you know, I know certain people want to do certain things. I'm glad they did. They did get more live law.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad everybody thinks things and, he owns career. Well, hopefully keep the line. It's a hell of a drug.
Yes, it is.
Dangerous drug.
It's deadly.
Uh,
But I got it's so many other people calling in. I appreciate you calling in, Dominic.
Yeah, no problem. I just left message this morning, so I was thinking for the load and on the road.
Well, make sure you be safe on the road. Make sure you be safe out there. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye bye. Shout out to Dominique for calling in. It was like three different people called in. I be wanting for everybody um to get the opportunity. You doing okay, Simeon? Mm-hmm. Well, thank you. I appreciate that so much. You too, love, and be safe. All right, hon. Bye bye. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think especially those that have been here with me from day one, they saw a lot of, what I endured by certain vloggers who claimed that they was for Dolph, but they was actually secretly paid by affiliates of CMG, and a lot of the stuff that they did, and it's crazy, and but they, I don't talk about it much no more because they up under investigation, praise God. So as y'all see, I've really been kind of jovial, and hopefully when they start talking, and they will, the hackers will go down too. Anyways, um, I wanted to play this again. Um, let's see.
We have a verdict to the members of the public. If you don't think you're going to be able to not show any emotion during the reading of this verdict, I ask you to remove yourself now. There won't be, the court won't tolerate any outburst of any sort from anyone. You ever need it?
I think his lawyer knew. Let me just say this: his lawyer knew. His lawyer knew that the verdict was going to be guilty. Every lawyer knows that when they come back quickly with a verdict, then it's more than likely 95% of the time it's a guilty verdict. So when they came back quick, that's why I said it's guilty.
Ready, Your Honor?
Yes.
Jury is now heading into the courtroom.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have you reached a verdict? You have your own. Four person. If you would stand and read your verdict, please.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder as charged in count 1 of the indictment. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of first-degree murder as charged in count 2 of the indictment. And we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of convicted felon in possession of a firearm as charged in count 3 of the indictment.
Thank you. Juror number 1, is that your verdict? Juror number 34, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 35, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 11, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 14, is that your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Juror number 17, is that your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Juror number 27, is that your verdict?
It is, Your Honor.
Juror number 33, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 25, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 44, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 23, is that your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Juror number 28, is that your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you again for your time and attention to this matter this week. Our system of self-government would not work without your service and sacrifice that you've made. Thanks again for your time and attention. You are excused.
Jurors excused.
That female lawyer looked like she cried. Yeah, his lip trembling. I think he wants to cry.
Mr. Johnson, the jury having found you guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder first-degree murder, and convicted felon in possession of a firearm. As the 13th juror, I affirm this verdict. As to the first-degree murder, I sentence you to life in prison. I will set punishment as to the conspiracy and the convicted felon in possession of a firearm after a sentencing hearing. The date for that hearing will be November 1st?
Yes, Your Honor.
November 1st. There's nothing else to take up?
We will prepare the judgment sheet, pass that forward, Judge.
Thank you. And the pre-sentence report, the order for the pre-sentence report.
Sir, we'll get that, we'll get those to you.
Thank you. You may adjourn court.
All rise.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. They said straight drop people had put up something. I'm sure it's his people. Hold on. I tell you. I want to show this first before I show that. A lot of people on Instagram is paying homage to him. Shout out to Blackwood News.
PRE overseeing.
And that was the month. That was a few days before Dolph was taken out. He was down at Wet Willie's, and Blackwood News just happened to run into him.
Day. Yeah, it's Dolph and Wet Willie. We out here. Hey, Dolph. Dolph out here getting full of.
Shout out to Blackwood News. Just so happened to catch one of the last videos of him. Okay, somebody posted on Straight Drops IG. These niggas taking criminal responsibility. I'm taking street responsibility. Regardless, I'm forever the biggest. They can throw away the keys before I ever eat the cheese. Okay, so somebody is working his page, and we know it ain't him. We know Straight Drop didn't post that. It was whoever CMG has hired to help him to crash out, and may whoever it is that CMG hired to man that page to consistently put that venom out into the atmosphere, they'll see it back before this year is over. Damn fools helping to crash out young dudes. Okay, let's see. Because I don't believe it was him. Hold on, y'all. So I guess that's how Big 30 feeling. He said, "Man." So, but what did Big 30 expect? Did he expect for Straight Drop them to be able to kill a millionaire like that for some money and get off? Drop you gonna be somebody whole real soon. Gigi says whoever that page is ran by is slow. Yeah, whoever that page is ran by is slow. He gonna eat the cheese before April when the feds come. Shots. How if you miss a whole 100 shots? I tell you, it's just a sad thing. And you know what's so sad is those people was on their way over to Westwood to hit up a whole lot of innocent people. They was on their way over to Westwood to hit up a whole lot of innocent people. That's so sad. For some money. Trying to hit up one of Young Dolph's artists. You all can start back calling in. The number is 901-667-0119. Yeah, it's really sad. It is. Straight drop, I don't believe his mental state is that of being able to post anything of that such. That man is torn up. And these people are consistently helping him crash out. They want to play bad to the end and boost him to play bad to the end so he don't tell on their part. But I think that's going to change because somebody has already implicated him in 2 other felonies. That's according to the DA. As a matter of fact, let's go back to that. The DA already told you, gave us an indication of what is to come, right? Right? Straight Drop's attorney said that CMG was involved because he said CMG paid for Cornelius' attorney. Mo. Hold on, you all. Hey, this is Tamara. How can I help you? Hey, how are you?
All right. It's Tamika.
Hey, Tamika. So how you feeling? How you feeling about the verdict?
Actually, I'm pretty sad. I'm a mother.
Mm-hmm.
That's a baby. And I just feel sorry for
Yeah, I mean his whole life is gone too. And he was manipulated. His whole life is gone too. And you could tell by the way he was rocking and in a fetal position.
Yeah, he was ready to cry.
Yeah, he was ready to cry. He was. I think you listen. You gotta you listening to the feedback. There's a feedback. Turn down your other phone because you got a delay.
Okay, let me. Yeah, I just feel real bad for the young man.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can only imagine how his mother feels too because she's lost a son too.
Yeah, it's a no-win situation. Everybody else.
Yeah, everybody has lost. It's sad. It really is. It's sad. And I'm for what? That's what everybody's trying to understand. Why did it ever have to be this way? And it was a consistent pattern. If it wasn't straight drop, they was gonna crash out somebody else. They've been trying. Look at the pattern of trying to take him out. They just wouldn't stop.
Exactly.
You still listening to you got a delay. You still listening to me in the background.
That was the third. What was it? The third. Attempt on his life.
Yeah, that was the third or the fourth attempt. Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just really sad. All I ever really wanted to say, I just feel bad for everybody because I feel no-win situation.
Yeah, it is. It's a no-win situation. But I appreciate you calling in, Miss Tamika.
Okay, you have a good one.
You too, hon. Bye-bye. I wanted to take y'all back to this. I'm gonna start back taking calls in a minute, but I want y'all to hear this. Paul Hagerman. I was trying to find the opening statements. Hey, this is Tamara.
How you doing, Tamara Luther King?
Hey, Ken. I'm doing good.
Okay, okay. Did it come out how you think it was gonna come out?
Yeah, it did. It came out exactly how I thought it would. When I saw that it only took them 3 hours. See, if it had taken a couple days, I would say it's gonna be a hung jury or a not guilty. But they already knew when it's a fast verdict, it's normally always guilty.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna come out here. So I think it was
Yeah.
the streets just go ahead and start to tell them, hey, you may need to maybe go on through the thing of get to vehicle and try to use.
Yeah, they he was put there to make sure he did not plead out to tell on whoever hired him.
So he probably was more like sentences, but I don't know, they like some different on him because he got 2 more bodies on him too.
Yeah, it's somebody that has already told about 2 other felony crimes that he committed that he was involved in. That's what I was trying to find because Paul Hagerman talked about that in the opening statements.
Well, I think one time case was against him on the body.
Yeah, it probably was Orange Mountain Quet.
You know, so give him another court date or so he gone.
They haven't said anything about him yet.
I think he may. I think he may. So I think he might be around to fill it all. I think the final domino will fall.
He might. He would. You could tell with the energy of Cornelius that they was mad as hell at him.
They were. They thought he was killed up. The time of year, they're gonna kind of dry out. And true. So he probably, I'm for everything I know. Probably ain't too true.
That's true.
Probably ain't too true because we already know now. So he probably was just come over.
Mm-hmm.
He the time cut off. This is everything. Well, I put him up into it afterwards. So he was sick. So he was another rocking back. So he was sick.
Yeah, he was sick. When you see somebody rocking like that, I mean that his nerves was absolutely on edge. And for people, you could tell that the people that talk about they for him don't give a damn about it. Yeah, he took the route out. That man he could have a aneurysm right now. He's so stressed out and hurt. And they sitting up talking about, yeah, you didn't snitch.
I thought him leaning into his back in the trend to look at him like a little down. His brain fried.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we left him out there.
They left him out there. They sent him to Indiana to kill him.
So at that point, I wonder why he didn't take a deal and go on to it. Like these folks trying to kill me, I don't owe them no love.
I don't know.
But I got a friend in Atlanta. He was a PE teacher. Changed his whole schedule around. He sit there and let us say got to the side track. He talked to all the men up in there. It's the streets right here. The streets don't love nobody.
Don't love nobody. Definitely the streets. Because he was there by himself. Not one dude that claimed they love him was sitting in that courtroom behind him.
Yep, all that in the street outside. Gang. I could get to him, but right here, he's about to fight for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know gang. He talked to all of them, man, for this the end result right here. So nobody loves that thing. They're going to use they act like they love you. Right here.
Mm-hmm. And they tell on you.
Yep. So let me get off and let somebody else call in.
Well, I appreciate you calling in. Bye-bye. Yeah, I was looking for Paul Hagerman's opening statements. I think this is it right here.
Is that what that is?
If you notice at the beginning of the trial, he wasn't nearly as tense as he became after he started seeing all of that evidence and stuff being presented.
Ray Young,
Yes.
jury's not here until the courtroom.
To have his attorney make any statements or arguments, or to produce any evidence before you deliberate among yourselves. During the course of the trial, you will receive all of the evidence you may properly consider to decide the case. Because of this, you should not attempt to do any research on your own or gather any information on your own that Is that what that is? Testimony of witnesses. The witnesses, in making up your mind, you may have bench conferences in the court.
Tennessee duly selected, impaneled, sworn, and charged to inquire for the body of the county of Shelby, Tennessee, upon their oath, presented Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, on November 17th, 2021, in Shelby County, Tennessee, and before the filing of this indictment, did unlawfully and knowingly possess a firearm, having been convicted of a felony offense that qualifies under Tennessee Code Annotated 3917-1307B1A on May the 2nd, 2017, in Division 8 of the Criminal Court of Shelby County, Tennessee, under docket number W17-00355, in violation of Tennessee Code Annotated 3917-1307, against the peace and dignity of the state of Tennessee. Going in reverse order, that third count was convicted felon in possession of a firearm. That second count was murder in the first degree. And that first count, long one, was conspiracy to commit murder in the first degree.
What happened, rest in peace,
It's
your
signed
dog?
by the foreperson of the grand jury, a true bill having been returned on November the 10th of 2022.
Mr. Justin Johnson, how do you plead?
Not here. Mr. Johnson, please not guilty.
Thank you.
And welcome to Memphis. Two things first. I told you last week, there's going to be cameras, there's going to be TV cameras. You hear them clicking, you know, right now. When you stood up to take the oath, you probably heard them clicking too. But like we told you last week, and what the judge has instructed each and every one of them, is they cannot film y'all at all. When those cameras were clicking when you stood up to take the oath, they were taking pictures of the judge. As I'm talking to you now, they're taking pictures of me, but not y'all at all. Not at all. Second thing, like I told you last week, we don't have the big windows looking out into the city. We don't have the fancy wood benches in the back. Our room is a third of the size of what we were in. You can stop it here. All right, so in 2021, people thought that was like a Lamborghini or something, because they hadn't seen the new Corvettes yet, really. They weren't around. Identify young rappers and tries to shop them to CMG, hoping to get a cut, hoping to hit it big. Years ago, he and his brother missed out on one of those big rappers. Laquette knew a young rapper who he was in the process of shopping to CMG. And that young rapper is Justin Johnson, who goes by Straight Drop. Sometimes I just call him Drop. So Quette's the common person. He knows Cornelius from the neighborhood, knows him well, sells him drugs. He knows Justin Johnson. He's trying to get him to be the next CMG rapper. But not just that. The business is not just rap. Because Big Chook, the person I told you about before, the number 2 guy at CMG, he's put out a hit. A hit. $100,000 to whoever kills Dolph. He has met with Justin. He has met with Cornelius. And they think they're ready to do it. They're definitely willing to do it. For Cornelius, it would be 50 grand, I guess, that he could waste away on Percocets and ecstasy. For Justin, it's 50 grand, but also a chance to make it big with CMG. To become the next famous Memphis rapper. The Straight Drop. They were sent here. They were sent here. They're not professional hitmen. Not even monsters. I'm not going to call anybody a monster. This is just business for these two. Money for Cornelius, money and rap fame for Justin Johnson. They did the best they could, really. Stolen car. Better to use a stolen car that can't be traced back to me. When we still shot the video, you'll see that they're wearing gloves. Afterwards, the guns get disappeared. The car gets ditched in a neighborhood and wiped down and moved and wiped down and moved. Their plan is to go their separate ways and just disappear into Memphis. They did the best they could.
Table and assist us during the trial. And one case in point is, as Your Honor remembers, one of the jurors that we voir dire gave his impressions, and we voir dire on it somewhat about getting the sense that somebody wasn't engaged with the lawyers, that would give him a sense that they didn't really care about their case. Although other jurors didn't state that on the record, that is the concern for prejudice, Mr. Johnson, and his right to a fair trial. Also, his ability to converse with us, be at table, be able to view things without us having to turn around when the trial's going on, is paramount to him being able to fully exercise his right to counsel.
During jury selection, I specifically remember you asking a particular
Stipulation is consistent with case law. Mr. Johnson's going to, Mr. Evans and Mr. Johnson are going to sign that during the trial. So we have sanitized the indictment, I guess, is the proper terms for that.
that was in the jacket. Y'all handle it. Y'all handle it. What you want me to do? You get the finger out, please? Yeah.
Yes. He's got
It needs to be a bird.
Defendant is present in the courtroom, Your Honor.
All right, we have some pre-trial matters we need to check up.
I think there's some things we need to put on the record. First, this trial. Stipulation is consistent with case law. Mr. Johnson's going to, Mr. Evans and Mr. Johnson are going to sign that. Hold from the jury the offense for which he was convicted. So instead, count 3 will read that he's been convicted of a felony offense that qualifies under TCA 3917 1307B1A. And it does not say the title of the offense, which is aggravated assault. Through this stipulation is consistent with case law. Mr. Johnson's going to, Mr. Evans and Mr. Johnson are going to sign that during the trial. So we have sanitized the indictment, I guess, is the proper terms for that.
Yes, sir.
And I think the court has a copy of the sanitized indictment.
And we have that. I do. Yes.
Very good.
And you have the stipulation already typed.
We do. We have it typed, and Mr. Evans has reviewed it. I think he just needs to get his client to review it with him.
That's correct.
fine. And at some point, we'll make that an exhibit.
The second thing, obviously, there's cameras and media in the courtroom. There are also incredibly heightened security risk, security concerns during this trial, both inside this courtroom and outside this courtroom. But this is one violent act and series of violent acts that have occurred in this case or around this case. There's witnesses that have true security concerns now and going forward after this trial. And there's also family members who have certain privacy rights and security concerns as well. I've been asked by several of the witnesses and by several of the family members, or maybe all of the family members, that I request from the court that the media not be allowed to film their faces during this trial or on their way in and out of the courtroom. This is a request that other judges in this building have granted numerous times when there's security implications like this, and That's what I would ask for, Your Honor. When they testify, it's customary in those circumstances that basically they film the feet of the witness, but obviously the audio and everything public. But I'd make that request with regard to several of these witnesses and all the family members coming in and out of the courtroom.
So let me make sure I'm clear about your request, that media not be allowed to film family members' faces or witnesses' faces, or both.
Yes, and that. Not be able to film family member faces as they come in and out of this courtroom.
Okay.
But they not be allowed to film the two family members that will be the first two witnesses, their faces.
Okay.
And then going forward.
Trying to go back to what I was talking about, that Straight Drop's attorney had asked that he did not bring up where there witnesses that Justin Johnson was involved in 2 other felony crimes. He said that in the opening statement. But hey, I was looking at Rest in Peace. Young Dog says that they've already started going back and forwards on social media. Y'all, I'm taking calls again. If y'all want to call in, you can call in. I'll be on for a few more minutes. Let me see. It's been a couple people call. Let me call them. I don't even know if they still looking at the show at this point. He says, "Hey, hey, OG Snake Spotter. Mike's. Let's see. Hey, this is Tamara. I don't know why the calls just don't." I don't know why it does that. Hi, did someone call Real Talk with Tamara?
Yes, this is Kay.
Hey, Kay, how are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I just had a few things to say about this whole thing.
Okay. Can you speak up so we can hear you, because your voice, you're kind of low.
Okay. I just had a few things to say about this whole trial and the case. You know, Adolph was my classmate, and he was a really nice guy, and everybody shot Mrs. Love talk.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody says y'all picking sides. Yeah, I pick sides. You know, I just hate that this happened, but really looking at Straight Drop on trial, he got a bad. Like, I feel so sorry for him. Like, I had to turn the TV off because I almost teared up because I know he's somebody's son. It's like, man, why y'all don't think before y'all do stuff like it's crazy.
They manipulated him all the way across the board. They asked him to sell his soul. Isn't it sad?
It's sad. It's sad. And it's just like, he's going to be the bigger person to stand up and say, look, no, don't do this. And, you know, this ain't right. Like, somebody just let all this go on. Like, it could have been stopped a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And like they say, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And I don't like to see nobody go to jail. I have a brother in jail for locked up 18 years. And they sentenced my brother to 290 years in Memphis for a while. And he never killed anybody and never did nothing. He's still in jail right now. And I just hate the fact that seeing a black man just go to jail. But I ain't gonna lie. Now they got a roll.
Mm-hmm. Because you know, everybody want to put it on Juke, but everybody in Memphis know that it didn't start with Juke.
Yeah, and I was online and somebody trying to go back and forth with me. Like, I got some pictures in my phone right now. Like, my mom grew up off when she stayed off Lauderdale by Fieldstone Apartments. My little nephew went to Southside, and my mama knows Black Youngster and all them. Like, she got pictures with them and stuff like that. But she also knew that we went to school with us, you know, and so the guy on the internet was like, don't none of these people know y'all and y'all picking sides. I'm like, look, if you don't know the street history and this, you don't need to speak on this. God ain't got nothing to do with this. Nah, you don't know what you talking about. You don't know what you talking about. You don't know what you talking about. You know, I don't. God might got some people over there on his side, on CMU side. No, they don't want him to have nothing to do with it. He the breadwinner. They don't want him to go to jail. I understand it, but at the same time, go listen and play with your beat. Go listen to it. She's telling you where it came from. He was dropping jokes from off like I'm fronting him. Like he was into it with Gotti.
That's what people forget. He was into it with Gotti.
And you just got this pride. He called us big sister. He called me big sister. He said if he used to front me, we can't go out like this. It's that pride you had. Just stupid. He was stupid. Maybe rest in peace, but he made a stupid move. Y'all had too much money to be entertaining me.
And I'm looking at some of these little dudes that was around Straight Drop, and they still posting crazy stuff. It's still F pre. One of them posted like, "Call me, it's that time." Like they get ready to go try to kill another pre artist. Some of these messages need to be sent to the FBI. But I mean, ain't nobody got to send them. They already watching them.
Yeah, they gonna be in there with Drop Boy. They gonna be right in there with him. Right in there with him. It's just so bad. But
if they really cared that much about him, why didn't they have their asses at his trial supporting him?
Well, folks know not to show up. Ain't no sense in showing up. Ain't no sense in showing up because it was anybody with the sense it would have never happened. I don't know.
Yeah, they all stupid, and all of this for nothing. I mean, it was all about nothing. Jealousy.
I know the Lord Straight Drop is when you got paid to do what he was supposed to do. He was like, come on, this man got the same dirty drawers on. 4, 5 days. You called and talking about he wasn't none of him. Pissing me off. But my brother's like, he got paid. He did his job, even though if he know he still good, he got to do his job. Same drawers on. These folks riding around with cell phone. And something I don't even want to say, but just you be crazy to go to quit through anything because a lot of people, I mean, already know what's quit background. For you to go to him to carry out something like this, you should have been. You might well went and knocked on the police door and said, "Look, I'm gonna go out to
Yeah.
Now, for members, they don't know. They don't know, and they just, making all these comments. If you went to quit, I can call them out right now and I say, hey, for how long these men been working with whoever. Like, since he was young. Like, don't nobody from where he really from know mess with him because they already know his background. So just for you to go to him. So, like, what you doing?
And you said for them to go to quit, they may as well have went and knocked on the police. You said for them to go to quit, they may as well have went and knocked on the police door and told them they was getting ready to do a hit, huh?
If Straight Drop wouldn't have got caught, if Cornelius wouldn't have got caught, if Duke wouldn't have got killed, guess what? We were gonna sleep anyway.
See, I didn't know. I didn't know him. So that's his background.
Man, I used to play with his little brother and his little sister. Know that by that night personally. Stayed on the same street with him, and I know a lot of others that more part. He been there. He been there. That's why me and my folks are talking like he couldn't do quit like this. Because if you really know quit, you won't go to him and do no business like that. He gonna do whatever for some money, but he also work on the other side.
I tell you. Wow. They saying so they wonder what's gonna happen to Quit. They didn't say when he had a trial or nothing, did they? Straight Drop's attorney made sure he brought him up though, didn't it?
Man, they ain't gonna hardly know nothing about Quit. Quit gonna have a 5 lawyers and he working. He working. He working. You still gambling and going out of town and doing all these, and you conspiracy to this murder. You got all this information. You still ain't in jail. They ain't even really have enough. They had stuff on Straight Drop, but no DNA, no this, no that. Quit. Y'all done found the phone. He told y'all got to move the car. Y'all got all this stuff on him, but he ain't in jail.
Mm-hmm. What you think happened to what you think happened to Teasy, CEO Teasy over there in Orange Mountain?
Like, Quit.
Y'all think Quit did that?
Quit know them folks in Orange Mountain. Like I said, man, I put it on Quit. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I put it on Quit. Now, on the other hand, with Duke, I don't even know where they came from.
It seemed like it was just crystal clean, like crispy clean, don't it?
Yeah, it seemed like some folks with some money. I mean, I don't want to speak on my boy like that, but if y'all gonna do whoever y'all paid to get Duke, I mean, they seem like they had cleaned up a little more better. Y'all went and got the sloppiest niggas in Memphis.
Yeah, they went and got it. You know why they got Cornelius? Because they had said they thought about we'll get Cornelius because we don't plan on paying him. We're gonna take his money.
Yeah. I told my brother that. I said, look, I told my brother come watch your show. I said, she said exactly what I was telling y'all because my brother knows Quit too. He know him better than me, but I know him too, but like my brother really know him. I said, you know what type of dude Quit in me? He try to be the finesse king. I ain't had no intentions on paying Cornelius nothing. They were just trying to get him get a free body. He ain't to get nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Probably I throw him some little pills here and that. That's how Quit works. They want to get him no real money in the first place. They had already been talked about. Quit and Drop had already talked about this. Like, we ain't finna get him right now. Gonna give him a couple pills. We're gonna give him the biggest gun. He gonna hop out first. He had already killed off.
Mm-hmm.
Straight Drop had to jump out and act like he was shooting to make it look like he really did.
Mm-hmm. You absolutely right.
Yeah, they had already set Cornelius up before they even did it, man. Look, give him the Draco. No, he can't see you. Just give him the gun. Let him crash out.
It's a shame, ain't it? What them taking that man out did to it, it could totally divided the city. All the talented rappers in the Memphis area, it divided the city. And looking at, some people been saying, posting and sending messages that some of them other little dudes that was around Straight Drop sitting up talking about they get ready to get out and go spin on some more folks.
If them looking at this crowd ain't talking that much, I just hope God protect whoever they trying to go spin on, and they'll be what Straight Drop is.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, I was listening every time I saw with Marcus had that other gun, and I always jump on nobody, but I swear he had them. And he had that big gun, he had them folks.
Mm-hmm.
He had them folks. Drop accident, but they weren't even trying to shoot back. They were so scared and running, trying to get away. He would have got them.
Marcus was real brave when Marcus clip, he had already unloaded because his gun was cocked back when he ran out. So he was already shooting through the glass. Let me tell you something. That boy was brave. That girl inside of that cookie shop, when she saw them run up, she was talking to Marcus. And Dolph was standing over by the window, distracted on the phone with his back turned. That girl looked at them and said, "Oh my God," that's what made Marcus turn around and was able to react so quick and start shooting. By that time, he had already started unloading on Dolph because Dolph was distracted on the phone with his back turned.
And I think people come out, oh, she wrong. She could have said something. Man, you don't know until you in that situation. When you see something like that, you probably have a knot in your throat so big you can't say nothing. My instincts say run. I can't say get down, move. I'm gone.
And I think she did say something. That's why Marcus was able to start shooting so fast. She had on a mask and they didn't play the audio.
Yeah. So they don't know if she said something or not. Well, like I said, you don't know until you in this situation. You don't know if you talk. You don't know. Yeah, I probably couldn't even ran. I probably just would have fell down here. You don't know. You don't know until you in this situation.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah, he said I just hate to watch things drop.
I hate he did that to his life. Cause Straight Drop is a young man, a handsome man. They could have a handsome young man. They could have marketed him to the young girls, and I mean, you know, they could have made money off of him. Yeah, they tricked him.
And another thing too, he allegedly, I don't know, he's supposed to committed all these other crimes too. Karma is a bitch.
Yes, it is.
I feel bad for you, and it's like, man, look, crazy. And I don't think that's him posting on his Instagram. That's somebody else. Whoever that is, he needs to tell them to chill out. He ain't making his situation no better.
No, they're not making his situation no better at all.
No better. I think we might see him 6 months from now. His hair might be like Tory Lanez. And
Oh well, I can't believe I think he gonna have a change of heart.
you think so?
I think he gonna want to get some of that time down.
So he'll have a chance to do that.
And it's a federal case. I think he can get if he knows something that's valuable to what they got going on, he probably can get some of that time knocked down. I mean, he might can get 60 years knocked down to 30.
Man, I definitely would. I ain't gonna lie, I definitely would. Y'all done got played out the money. Well, I don't know, Rob probably got the money, but he ain't get no record deal. He ain't getting nothing. And I was trying to tell somebody else, they keep saying, God ain't finna get Christian. Who said, if you look at the YSL crowd, them folks ain't got nothing on Young Thug. Only thing they got is that he is the leader of YSL and all these other people committed crimes while claiming YSL.
Mm-hmm.
You got Black Youngster in Castalia with 100 guns. Where you at, dog? Where you at, dog?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How they started, y'all, in the mouth. This is body arrest.
Absolute 100% truth. 1000% truth. That's right.
YSL. They got through because how did this don't label CMG? CMG paid the lawyer. Jump over. When you dog CMG did CMG this and this. How he get left out of the CMG his label? How he left out of it?
That's right. I agree.
I don't understand these people.
Well, it's that. Well, you notice Cornelius' attorney made sure he let it be known that Cornelius was working with that Cornelius told his sister, his attorney says that it would be good for him to work with the feds.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But a lot of people don't know back in on not either. They, people years go by, things change, and people get older. Man, so much stuff been going on behind the scenes. Man, karma gonna spin the block. You might be up 100 million now, it's time to come back down. CP did it. He did
I'm
it
telling you.
too much to people. Too much. The people don't know about all these underground artists and mixers that supposed to been signed and you done messed over. People you done been in the house with while people done got robbed and this and like it's a whole lot of stuff. I ain't really want to say nothing about it, but a lot of stuff I ain't been doing a long time. Like a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Messing over people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's gonna come back on you. And I hate it. Makes the city look bad.
Yes, it do. Yes, it do. And it's sad because these little dudes, they're the ones out there to get killed. Well, I appreciate you calling in. I'm gonna let some more people call in, but I appreciate you calling in.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, hon, for calling. Bye-bye. Y'all, that's the slow motion right there of Cornelius going up. Playing it in slow motion while it's going so slow. Hold on, you all. Hey, this is Tamara.
My name is Janice Crump. I hadn't talked to you in a while. Because my son was killed too after Young Dolph. But to elaborate on the Young Dolph case, I am so glad that that boy Justin Johnson was charged today. I am so happy. I just can't wait until they get
You there?
I can't wait. I can't wait until they get Yo Gotti.
Yeah. It's coming.
Because he's the mastermind. Yes, I'm here.
I think you got a feedback. You're listening to your TV or something. You got a delay.
I have to turn it down. But yeah, I just, I'm happy that they were able to find a lot of evidence that they did, and I'm just staying prayed up for the family.
Mm-hmm.
Because I lost a son too, and it's devastating to lose someone that especially a child or a father. My son was a father also, like him, Young Dolph, and these boys just don't know how horrific the pain is for the family and the close friends that lost this young man's life over jealousy, basically.
That's exactly what it was. It was jealousy.
So I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to share that with you.
Well, I definitely appreciate you calling in.
No
And I'm
problem.
sorry about your son.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Shout out to all the callers. We're playing this in slow motion, you guys. Hold on. Hey, this is Tamara.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Right.
Yeah, I know who it is.
It's Tracy. How y'all doing? How y'all?
We're doing good. What you think about the verdict?
Did we already know that, Cam?
Yeah, we already knew.
But I'm gonna tell you something. That young lady, that young lady was nothing but a president.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Gotta get ready, baby. Because they just set the stage because they had to have a conviction.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Take stuff. Straight Trump lawyer wasn't worth anything until closing argument. Well, some good points, y'all, but it was too late. Once the mission still is it, dog.
That's true.
You can't use film. It's insanity. There's nothing you can do about it.
That's true.
You were there. You wore the same clothes. They had fully clothes. They had fully Zoom. They had fully app, cornbread, bone. Then they say, you know what? Hey, it's over with. And saying, everybody saying Goban got away. No, he didn't. You know why he didn't? They just put on a silver flag. Because it's going to come this time here. Time to him again.
Yeah.
So, but I am glad that me and Jay, Dolph's mother, father, and family can get pregnant. But they ain't never back through, y'all.
No, they ain't through, and they letting it be known that this is just the beginning, that they're not through.
Yeah, they just getting started, baby, because anytime, and what did I do? I say, they say 7 days. What did I say? I say 7 days.
It only took, what's today? Today the 4th day, ain't it? It took 4 days.
That's it.
Today is it only took 4 days.
That's it. And it's over. Just like that.
Yeah.
So like I tell people, I'm not crossing anything else. I still got my people on news. I don't care what type of TV. Y'all, I think it's like a TV show. I just got that, but I was listening to when I was out. I heard the version on your channel when it was released.
And I just happened to walk in the house, and I was like, I ain't been on, all day. I think I might have got on this morning or something. It was messing up. I got off. I went and did what I needed to do. And then I came in. I was like, well, let me just get on. And I saw that they said they was deliberating. And when I was like, well, let me just pull it up. I had no idea. I was like, well, just let me pull up and see what they got going on. And when I saw that judge sitting up there, I said, oh my God, if they back this quick, it is guilty. When she said, we have a verdict.
Anytime they come back that quick, it's normally, every time I've ever seen, it's normally what? Not good. It's normally what?
It's normally guilty, when they come back quick.
Just take them all day and they got to send them out. Now I'm not a 10. It's a hung jury or what? It's like what? So I knew that. I was going through the characters, and I said, Calvin. I said, here it goes. He was sitting from, I said, and I see him sitting from. I said, yep, here we go. And I started looking at the comments. I said, yep, guilty he is.
Yeah, I mean, he was. They got him going into his apartment with the same clothes on, coming out of his apartment with the same thing on.
And let me clarify something. For people who don't know, who don't live in this, Memphis, Tennessee is getting ready to turn into a smart city. Would you tell them, Pamela?
Mm-hmm.
See, because yesterday, well, the other day you all, Diane Brown, me and her was commenting. And like they say, it's going to turn into a smart city. That's the reason why they had so much evidence. You can't do anything, honey, they don't see. Listen, they've been doing that. Anytime you could be on the highway and this says you carpet the hood, 20 minutes to your next stop. Don't you know they can see you?
Mm-hmm.
Half the green, 15 minutes. What you think they doing? They looking at you. They had the same clothes on, same shoes. And then what really, really, really messed up, you had your baby. And your baby looked like she what? She loved her baby.
She loves her father. Uh-huh.
And then he kept looking back in the court. He was looking at dog family and what? He was looking to see if somebody was going, I believe he was looking to see if somebody was going to come in to be on his case.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I'm sure wasn't nobody there but his mom. Probably wasn't nobody there but his mom.
That's it. That's all I'm saying. So otherwise, you just go left in the right. And you think you're going to get away with that? Nah. It don't work that way, Tom.
They said Al Prophet is in the chat. I didn't see him. Did I see? I don't think I saw Al Prophet in the chat. I'm looking at my messages.
I just got in here. I didn't see him.
Oh, okay. Mhm.
I just called in. Like I said, I just called in to get my 2 cents to Lewisburg. But it went exactly the way he said.
Yeah, it did. Yes, it did.
You know, like I say, Dr. Bailey, you know, and like I say, he just another what? Another brother that's wrong. Because like I said, hey, he did the crime, you got to do the time, okay?
Yeah.
And like they said, if he didn't go to court, he was going to do 60 years. So he had to go, y'all.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, y'all good. I'm going to keep watching. And, hey, you keep on doing your thing. Hey, and I got something else to tell you, too. You don't have a lot of people in your chat, girl.
Yes, I have.
You doing good.
Thank you.
You doing this. Hey, you don't have to put the guy in here.
Yeah.
One day you don't have a lot of people in here. And one day you had Jizzle in here.
Jizzle's mother, Jizzle's mom.
So you don't have a lot of things. You had somebody else in here. I can't remember. You don't have a lot of people in this chat.
Paper Route Woo started. Paper Route Woo was following me on Instagram very early on. Oh, Cypress came in. Cypress he finally came from up under the rock.
Let's go. Boy, let's go. Hey, I don't know Cypress is
Yeah.
Now he don't dig all like the Clintons for 7 years. They
Mm-hmm.
They ready for him. They setting it up. And hey, guess what? They didn't hold him back either, did they?
No, they didn't.
So that's right. All on you, right? Y'all do good, but I just want to let you know you're doing good, listening. I'm proud of you. And you'll be the first stop when I get to this. I promise.
Well, I appreciate that, and I look forward to it.
Like, right on it.
That talking about they are laying around me. I'm tired of them.
And you.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will get the barking and getting on my nerve.
So you ran away right there on their mama. You ran right on her. That one gets to setting up so better. I don't know.
Well, leftover rotel from yesterday. Yeah, it's keto friendly. It's keto friendly.
How about you?
It has sugar free and stuff. Cypress said straight drop good, y'all. He just got life. That's all. So what you trying to say? He got life and Dolph ain't got no life? Well, straight drop. No, he ain't. No, we was looking at. No, we was looking at straight drop in that courtroom. He ain't good. That dude is tore up. Anybody rocking back and forth like that ain't good in no way, shape, or form.
Man was holding his L. Still right. Cypress know his thing, dude. Don't you right? He know it. If you know fight, that TV, you know, that's they hood lawyer thing. I'm gonna go over there on Friday thing tonight. I can't stay too long because he be figuring out I'm over there and he just started on me and everything. I come on some over there and see what's like. Well, I'm gonna let somebody else call you. Let Cypress call in. That was too fight.
Yeah, Cypress, call in. Call in, Cypress.
I get in here in this chat. Yeah, Cypress call in. Yeah.
All right. All right, sis. I'm gonna let Cypress call in.
I don't do this. All right, right on. Love you, sis.
Love you too. Bye bye. Yeah, I got it playing on let's see. Quiet. Be quiet. Hold on. Oh, this is Tamara. You? Hi.
So I couldn't type the question I wanted to ask quick.
Okay.
Quick question. I'm on the road. I'm in Alabama. Want to see my baby. So I've been bumping Dolphin ever since I heard the verdict. Simple. And I was just so happy that him and his family is getting justice. And I believe everybody is going to go down for this. And I believe that Dolphin he's going to rest well tonight.
Yeah, I think he's gonna rest well tonight. His spirit can.
Yeah, I have a quick question. I had typed in a chat yesterday. yesterday, I believe, which was on online, but I had hop off. I don't know if you had got a chance to answer it, but my question is, what? I'm just kind of surprised that Straight Drop and what's the other guy's name? Demetrius. Is that his name? What's the other guy's name? His co-defendant.
Cornelius. Cornelius.
Cornelius. Yeah. Because they did such an ambush at that cookie at Makita's cookie store, they didn't get charged for. I mean, it was a whole girl in there, the cashier.
Yeah.
That was no charges brought along for her. Like that wasn't traumatic enough that she had to experience that as well.
Somebody told me what charges could have been brought against them for that, but evidently the cashier wasn't interested in pursuing the charges or something. But it could have been reckless endangerment because she wasn't the target. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think they should have too. I think who these people are that be hacking. And it be certain times that they start hacking. I do know that certain bloggers hire hackers to mess with other bloggers' chats so that the blogger can get off. And then I guess they feel like all the subscribers will come to their chat. It's really weird. 901 King Deshaun says both Young Dolph and Jason Hill got justice. Yes. Hold on, you all. I'm getting ready to call that person who the people that's been calling them. I'm getting ready to call you back. Hello? Good. How about you? Who am I speaking with? Hey, Miss Nelly. Okay.
Calling in to say I'm glad it's their part done with great job to them, and it's a lesson learned for younger gentlemen out here in the world going class to gentlemen stuff, and they see what it is. Because the streets not loyal to you. Only person he have now is his mama, because I mean ain't nobody else gonna stand up for him and bring him nothing.
That's true. I agree.
And then a lot of people, like you had said, they got the phones and stuff. What people fail to realize, they've been investigating this case. So they can throw the phones away, they can do all of that, but they already have the evidence that they already got. So they already could see that from this Straight Drop trial.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, the reason why Govan didn't testify because he had a right whether he want to testify or not. So he choose not to testify.
I tell you, well, he still got to face charges. We still need to know how they're gonna resolve those charges because he's still being charged. What do they plan to do with that? They're not saying anything. I wonder what's going on with that.
He gonna have a court date. I don't know when, but he gonna have a court date. He gonna have to come in front of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, will it be publicized? I mean, I don't know, but he don't, even though if he have a proper agreement, that's just saying the words he said then it won't use against him. But he still will have to show up for court. So that's why I believe Heckman feel like he had enough evidence just to get straight dropped, and that's why Doban, they didn't bother to let Doban testify. Cause you remember that's what Frank Drop was wondering why Doban didn't get on the thing.
Lord Hammer. I agree with you. It is, I forgot about that. It is Big Stepper that's doing that hacking. We figured out Big Stepper's name. I got to file charges on Big Stepper. But they say they're doing something with it as it relates to him because he's doing quite a bit of stuff. He works with another channel, but he has been hacking for a while.
Yeah, that's why I left off and play a code. Let's go with that.
I got I need to. I got Big Stepper's name. I could go ahead and I'm gonna file another FBI report on Big Stepper. Shout out to the people that gave me his name. Because I was told that he is one of the hackers, and I do believe that Big Stepper been doing this for a while. He's one of the ones that not only has he done that, he gets people's information. He's one of the ones they use to hack and get people information. He been doing this shit for a while. It's time for him to go down. Whatever them vloggers paying him, he gonna be like straight drop sitting in court. He ain't gonna be able to afford it. Motherfucker gonna lose his job too. So I'm getting ready to send his ass back to poverty.
But that's the only thing I was just saying. They got all of them coming. The repo is on the way.
It's sure on the way. But thank you so much for calling in.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, hon. I appreciate you. Bye bye. Ramona, you're absolutely right. It's him. It's that he's one of the ones that had. I've been told about Big Stepper, and yeah, it's all good. I'm not say no more. I'm not gonna say no more. Nika D says they stupid to still be hacking, knowing you catch them. Yeah, I got him though. She did say I sentence you to life in prison, but she didn't say without parole. But she did say life in prison. So I don't know. He's got to go back for to be sentenced for 2 other charges. He's one of the ones that hacks the StreamYard. I got the whole rundown on Big Stepper. He goes to court in the morning. He was on the other channels earlier, Tamara. He's got a CMF face page now. Well, he needs to stay over, he needs to represent his CMG page and, but he's violated to the fullest. That motherfucker is going down. Parole eligibility in Tennessee is after 51 years is completed. And straight drop in 51 years, straight drop will be 80, probably, about almost 80. Straight drop is just a mess. He already looks institutionalized, no remorse at all. Right, absolute no remorse at all. Yeah, he goes back November 1st for the other charges. So, hey, Listen, I'm so happy that Young Dolph's family is getting. Question, Miss Tan, why didn't Dolph supposedly be cousin wasn't charged as straight drop? Huh? Dolph supposedly be cousin wasn't charged as straight drop, and he tried to sell the car to Dolph family. He needs to be charged because he gave them a car. It might be something going on with that. At 80, he probably won't be a threat to anybody. They can do whatever most of us would be long. I'm telling you, when he turned 80, we all would have been and left the scene and died and went on wherever we gonna go. Look up who's court date, Monica. Who you talking about? The judge said tomorrow for who? You said look up Straight Drops court date. Oh, she was talking to Straight Drop. Hold on, y'all. Big Stepper was the one laughing about when he hacked into my internet. He had hacked into my TV. He done did all that. I'm putting all type. Okay, nothing. Let's see. So Justin Johnson, and I was told he did. Hey, this is Tamara. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. It says his next court date is November the 1st. Yeah, Straight Drop's next court date is November the 1st. I dialed the wrong number. They might have another session starting tomorrow. Because Cornelius goes back to court in November, I think. Okay, Cornelius' next court date is November the 30th. I mean, September the 30th. Miss T, did you play the video and Straight Drop Homeboys talking about Cornelius got 10 years? No, I don't think, let me see. I don't think Cornelius got 10 years. I don't think he did. He hadn't been sentenced yet. He hasn't been sentenced. Hold on. I'm looking up Cornelius Smith. Give me a minute. So Cornelius was supposed to go back to court on September the 30th. Instead, his attorney did an early reschedule, a early reset, and he goes back November the 15th to be sentenced. He goes back November the 15th to be sentenced. I don't know why Straight Drop would go to trial, but hey. But you're right, he went to trial so that Cornelius could tell on everybody else. Yeah, some people sent me some video clips that they had of Big Stepper. He used to be on this channel, Pola. Yeah, he used to be on this guy named Pola channel. They sent me his name and stuff. And told me who he was and what he do. Um, anyways, y'all, Young Dolph finally got justice. He finally got justice. And they said November 17th is a day I'll never forget. You know, Cornelius went and killed a man on his daughter's birthday. That's just so sad. But I'm so happy that Young Dolph's family is finally getting justice as we speak. And hey, they're looking forward to getting justice in totality, right? They're looking forward to getting justice in totality. Believe that was Big Stepper that was making them pages. I took screenshots of them like right after the verdict saying, "Stop mentioning God's name, B. We're gonna send somebody to do something." I believe because when I looked at them, they were pages that was just made, so they were fake pages. I believe that was him. We need to set up leadership in our communities and provide other outlets for the youth justice for Dolph. I agree. Bill Johnson. I agree. So, yeah, I'm just, hey, I always say, hopefully it's so sad because, you got some little dudes that's ready to go crash out now, but I would think that these young men would take this as an example. You know, its trial was 4 days. Young Dolph's family didn't have to go through a long, drawn out trial. It was straight to the point, and I'm happy. I'm happy. So one down, you got Cornelius. He got to pay. For everybody that participated in this, got to pay. So she said, Miss Tamara, they've been getting away too long with messing with right. They've been getting away with messing with my platforms. Big Stepper going down. I know who Big Stepper is. Big Stepper was riding. He was into it with a guy. They sent me the video. He was riding around looking for it. Oh, I know what I know. I got it. I got him. One thing about it, the scripture is true. God says they come at you one way, flee in 7 different ways. They've been told me who he was. They've been told me that he was a hacker and whose channel that he hacked for. One of my subs, who is tech savvy, he was trying to hack into his stuff, and he says that he was looking at him, and it scared the shit out of Big Stepper. I ain't even gonna say his name on here. That's for the feds. He said, I'm tech savvy. I saw exactly what he was trying to do and told him it was him, and that ran him off the damn platform. He had been told me, he said, I'm tech savvy. You need to file a report on it. I'm getting ready to do it tonight. Been got. As a matter of fact, I'm uploading all the screenshots that I got of them, them telling me who he was, what he do, who he's hacked, and who he hacked for. He know I ain't lying. Just me saying that they sent me old video that people had of a channel he used to be on called Polar Bear, Big Polar. He know I know. And it lets you know that somehow he's able to get access to my internet. Somebody told me where he works at. He just hacks into my internet anytime he wants to. Big Stepper do this. And he been doing it for the longest. That's a motherfucking federal crime, you dick in the boot ass bitch. Anyways, y'all, let me get out so I can go and start filing my reports on Big Stepper. But anyways, you guys, Big Stepper, I was close to saying your name. I just won't say it. Anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. I have enjoyed being on here with you guys tonight. I may get back on. That dude, he said he hacked her. He hacked Tamarian. He was hacking into my StreamYard. And not only that, but he harasses ladies and send them foul, um, um, that might have been him that was sending me the messages. Okay. I think he was involved in that too. But he hacked this lady, and then when she was in my StreamYard, and then found her Facebook page because he got her real name, started sending her obscene messages. I believe he's a rapist. He likes to defile women, assault women. That's what he has done, hacked and got some of these women information on my platform. Y'all can attest to that. I'm gonna file, yeah, sex video. That's what he do. This man is a predator, Big Stepper. So what I'm getting ready to do is file a report. Tamarian can attest to that. I'm going to file an FBI report. This man hacks, get people information, and start sending them all types of obscene sexual stuff, to include talking about what he want to do to little babies. Okay. So all of that's get ready to go in a report. But anyways, you guys, I appreciate you all tuning in. Tamarian, I will send you. I'm gonna send me a email so I can put your name so you could be a witness, because he did this to you also. I got his name and information. Somebody sent it to me. Praise God. I wasn't gonna even mess with the dude. But I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App.